What's going on, guys? Let's talk about body language. Body language is amazing, and as someone who is very observant and pays attention to everything, when someone is talking to me, I can see right through them. I can see whether their intentions are good, I can see whether they are lying to me, and 9 times out of 10, a lot of people do lie. A lot of people lie. A lot of times their stories are inconsistent. Their body language doesn't match up with their words. And so you need to learn to be able to understand and read body language because it is a great tool to have. So that way you can filter out people who are bullshit and people who are lying to you. Why? Because you pay attention to their body language, because your words can say something completely opposite to how you truly feel. You could say you're not nervous, but your body language says differently. Your eyes are all fidgety. You're pacing back and forth. You can't keep your hands still. You could say that you're confident and your posture is just all closed up. So there's many different things that body language says. Your body language speaks for you before your mouth even speaks the words. So not only is it important to be able to see through people who are bullshitting and lying, but it is also a great tool to have with women. Not only can you tell if she is lying to you, not only can you tell if her stories aren't adding up, and your body language is important too, because if you have poor body language, your body language shows no confidence, then she won't even give you the chance, because from far away you just look like a guy that's not confident. You look like a guy that's scared. You look like a guy that's afraid to come and talk to her. Why? Because of your body language. And not only women but men, if they see you have weak body language, they will try to fuck with you. Why? Because your body language says what you truly are before you even speak. That's why I love being an observant person. You know, I've always been an observant person. I have that shit tattooed on my chest because I have just always been someone who just scans the room, who's able to read people, and I've been doing it for my whole life. So it's very, very easy for me to tell when someone is lying to me. So it's good for you guys to learn and study body language. All right. Because even videos like online, I like to watch videos of police officers and just body cam footage where specifically the guy who killed his 2 daughters and his wife, and his name is Chris Watts. I watched that shit, and his body language when he was lying to the police, he was lying to everybody. He was lying to the news, he was lying to the friends, making it seem, trying to portray a picture that was not true. But guess what? His body language spoke what he was really thinking, what really happened, that they were able to catch on to it through his body language, not his words, because his words, anyone can speak anything, anyone can say anything and style it up real nice so that all of a sudden now you seem bigger than you actually are, or whatever it is. You can lie about situations, but your body language always tells the truth. So in that specific situation, if you go back and watch the body cam footage, when they went to the neighbor's house and the neighbor said he had a surveillance camera pointing towards their house, so let's rewatch the footage, right? And he came along, and what was he doing? What was he doing when the neighbor showed the police officer the surveillance footage? He was pacing back and forth. He was talking a lot. That's a telltale sign of a liar, someone that talks a lot. So whether you are on your daily interactions in life or whether you're with a girl on a date. If you are nervous, you're naturally going to talk a lot more. When it's moments of silence, you're going to try and fill it in, and she is going to catch on to that because women can tell when you are nervous. So if you're on a date and it's quiet and now you got to bring up some random, so what about the dog and what about the cat? And she knows you're nervous because your body language is speaking for you. You're not relaxed. When a moment of silence comes up, you don't just... She can talk too. You know that? You know that she can talk too. It doesn't have to be just you. So calm yourself down and don't try to fill in so many moments, because like Chris Watts, that piece of shit, when he was talking to the police, he's walking back and forth, hands on his head. He's all nervous and shit. And if you watch the body cam footage, when he left the house, what did his neighbor say? I've never seen him act like that. I've never seen him walk back and forth. I've never seen him, speak so much, because what he was trying to do was speak and put words out there so that people and the police officer and the neighbor, he tries to steer the narrative back to the story that he had. And that's one thing that liars do a lot. If you are with a group of people and someone that you are acquainted to is lying to you, telling you a story of something that didn't actually happen, when you go and talk to someone else, they're going to try and be around. They're going to try and be right there. They're going to try and ask, hey, what's going on? What's going on? Why? Because they know they were lying to you, and they want to make sure everybody's story is consistent. They want to make sure you don't go over here and talk to this person and they're not there to steer the conversation back to where they want it to go. They want to make sure that when you go and talk to that person, they're around, so that if that person says something that's even slightly off with the story that they told you, they can steer it back. They can alter it with their words. But what they don't know is their body language speaks before their mouth. So this nervousness, this trying to control the narrative, you can already tell when someone is lying to you. And my best piece of advice is go along right with them. Just go along with them. Don't even let them know that you think they are lying. You know they're lying because you can read their body language, but just go along with them. Just go along with them. So you need to learn body language, because when you stand in a room, specifically, I've been told that, when I'm out on a date, you stand with your legs very far apart. And that shows that you're very confident. And you see, I understand some of you guys might have to stand very close together. I personally can, because I have 2 ginormous balls in my pants that are the size of bowling balls each. And so I have to stand with both of my legs far apart. But if you are someone who doesn't have ginormous balls like myself, it's okay if you have golf balls. That's understandable. Listen, not everyone gets to have bowling balls, right? But what you want to do, you never want to stand with your legs close together like this. What does that portray? What does that tell the world? That tells the world I have a pussy, and maybe you're telling the world I am transgender, because your legs are so close together that just shows you have no confidence. It shows you have no testosterone. It shows you don't have confidence because you're not taking up space in the room. You need to walk into a room and take up space. Put your arms far apart, take up space. Make sure your legs are wide apart when you sit down. Relax. Make sure your body language is open. It lets the world know, hey, I'm comfortable, I'm confident, I'm ready to take on whatever life throws my way. But when you're, shoulders really close together, shoulders hunched forward, and your head down, and you're walking around like this, and when someone talks to you, you're like looking around everywhere, it shows low confidence. So understand body language is very important in the business world. It's very important in your dating life. It's very important with friends. Learn to study body language and become a master at it, because that will allow you to move through this life in a much better way, because you'll be able to spot fake people. You'll be able to tell if your woman is lying to you. You'll be able to tell if people are just low confidence. This person has high confidence. I can work with this person because they can just their attitude just shows that they are someone that you can work with, someone that is not lazy. Everything is spoken through their body language. All right. So learn to hone in on your skills of reading body language. Become a master at it. And not only read it, but understand, what does your body language say? What is your body language saying to the world? Does it say you're confident? Does it portray confidence? Or does it say that you have low confidence? Learn it, understand it, and apply it. All right, guys, like the video, comment down below, and subscribe.